So let's start with your journey, Harshil. When you began the idea of Razorpay, how did the idea emerge for you and your co-founders? Where were you in life at that point? What were you doing?
Yeah, so it happened a lot by accident. Both me and Shashank were techies, and we never really thought of a startup or like something like that. We were just techies who used to love to code. So we met each other in college in IIT Roorkee. We got to know each other. We started working together there, and when we graduated college, both of us got placed in large MNC jobs. I was placed in Schlumberger in Middle East. Shashank was in Microsoft in US. And like any large MNC jobs, we used to have a lot of free time. So we used to spend, and
I like that.
both of us were not really, to put it simply, we didn't really have much of a life. So we didn't really know what to do with that free time. We didn't want kind of people who would go out and party or do something like that. So we used to do what techies do, sit down and code. So
You're painting a picture of a very typical geek.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm not denying that. Right, that was the case. So we used to write code. We used to spend our evenings writing code, building products, building side projects, doing things because we like them, and so on. And for one of those things, we were trying to build a social crowdfunding platform, more like a side project. That hey, like a lot of people want to help people out. A lot of people want to raise money for things that are going in their life. How can we make it easier? And for that, we wanted to accept payments online because that's the basic thing you need to build a crowdfunding platform. So, and that's when we realized it's very hard. It was very hard to accept digital payments in India. So, you're not very to what you said in the start. It was easier to accept cash than to accept digital payments.
Which year is this?
This is 2014.
Yeah.
And we felt like that makes no sense. But when it came to payments, digital payments, it was easier to accept cash. Digital payments was only for large companies because it was very complicated, very painful. The integration process was very hard. It was a 3 to 6 month documentation process. So when we started speaking to other startups or small companies at that point of time, everyone said that we start by accepting cash. In fact, 80 to 85% of all transactions on Flipkart used to be cash at that point of time. Flipkart was the largest startup in the country at about $1 billion. And that made no sense to us. So we completely from non-financial background. We didn't know how hard this could be, and maybe it's a good thing we didn't know how hard this could be. Maybe we didn't take taken this step. And we thought, as like any techie or a geek says, how hard could this be? And so
हम ही code बना लेते हैं.
हाँ, why can't I build it? Like मैं बना लेता हूँ यार, simple लग रहा है तो सुनने में.